Jean, and this is Howard. We're the Seegers. We've lived in this house for about 8.5 years now in Davidsonville, Maryland. We decided to renovate the kitchen because even though it was a beautiful kitchen in its day, it was very old and just really needed to have more of a contemporary look to it.
When Bonnie, our realtor, told us about Milano and we did the interview, we had done 3 other interviews, I think, by that point.
Yeah.
And we knew right away that this was what we needed to do, just because it was so much more comfortable for us and how we wanted to do our kitchen.
The process of remodeling a kitchen is really big. But Abraham, he actually made it so much easier because he brought the tiles to us. He brought the cabinets to us. We got to choose from a large variety, and he had some great ideas as well. So it was a 7-week project. Abraham had told us it would be 7 weeks, and he was right. It took 7 weeks. He was here most days. He was our foreman as far as our project was concerned. So from the very beginning to the end, Abraham came through the door with coffee.
Getting permits and all the other things that are involved that are behind the scenes, we knew what was going on, but he took care of all of that, and pretty much even permitting and things like that came in on time, and it really just made that part of the process worry-free also.
And then it just kind of slid into place. As soon as the demo came down, all the old things went out. It was just a process of this is the step that we're going to do today. This is what we're going to do tomorrow. There were always workers. We never had a lapse in time, which was, you never had to say, why isn't anybody at my home today working?
Well, usually at the end of every day, he would tell us, okay, over the next day or the next couple of days, so we knew what to expect ahead of time.
Yeah. It was a very easy process, even though the job was huge. Abraham was in constant communication with you. You never felt like you couldn't get a hold of him. And he was always relaying whatever was going on the project with us. So he was pretty much at our beck and call, I have to say. And that was huge.
So the other thing, as we got closer to the end and all this little finish work that had to be done, he has a very good finish carpenter, but he was there with him on a lot of these different design aspects at the very end.
Putting his input in. So, there's a lot of Abraham in our kitchen.
Yeah.
He listened to our ideas, and we listened to his, and so it just worked out really well. We never had to say absolutely not, we don't want that, or whatever. He always gave us suggestions, gave us choices. So we felt very involved in the project, and really, really liked Abraham.
Yeah, he also showed us a few things we would have never picked out ourselves.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, things that we would have never even considered. And he said, here, think about this. And because there was that flexible dialogue like that, we saw some things and we picked them that we never anticipated as being part of our kitchen.
Yeah. Abraham brought everything to us. We had to go pick out the quartz, but other than that, the tile, the cabinet colors, the style was all brought right to our kitchen table, and we sat down and made all the choices. He's definitely the first one on the list.
And if our neighbors are going to be redoing their kitchens or anywhere else, we'll send them right to him as well.
Right to Abraham.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was just so easy. And when he said something was going to happen, it happened. And that's huge.
Yeah.
Huge when you're doing a project. You really want that person to be as involved in your project as you are. Yes, I would absolutely recommend Abraham to neighbors and friends. If it ever comes up, he was someone that's very easy to work with, and I would certainly recommend him to other people.